Hey, are you ready to slay this week? What about this month or even the rest of the year? Anna and Selena started the 15-ish minute coffee chat as a way to support small business owners and entrepreneurs. Our guests have provided tips and practical business tips to thousands of viewers over the past few years. Today, they're chatting about just a few of their favorite shows and what they've learned from over 9 seasons and now 92 guests during the last of the 15-ish minute coffee chats of 2022. So welcome to today's 15-ish minute coffee chat live stream and podcast with Anna and Selena. 9 seasons, soon to be 10, of helping entrepreneurs and small business owners build more profitable businesses.
Can you believe it? Nice.
I know, isn't it crazy? We're at season 9 or episode 92 today.
Yeah.
And I mean, we've had multiple double guests, so more than 92 guests, actually, thousands of views, tons of comments and support, and people that have really just cheered us on through the coffee chats,
Totally. I loved it. And I couldn't have loved it any more than it being with you. You know what I mean? Like, you should see how Anna and I started this morning. I think this is what I love best about working with Anna and just being a best friend and all the things is that under crunch time, we work really well together to execute what we want to get done. So yeah, that's all I'm going to say, but I guess let's just dive in already. Right, Anna?
I know. I do have a question though, for anybody who's listening right now. What I want to know is, are you going to be hustling or are you going to be relaxing over the holidays? Because what we're talking about today, right, is like gearing up for 2023 and all the next new year and what
does that look like?
Yeah, what it looks like for you and your business. So are you going to be hustling or relaxing over the holidays? I am hoping to relax. I'm just going to throw that out there. I am hustling now so I can relax over the holidays. How about that?
Man, okay, I will share, right? So I think I've set myself up a lot better this year than I did last Christmas. But I will say that I do have a couple clients where the holidays is their busy time. So I will be lightly doing some work, but I still get to enjoy the holidays. So, but I would love to say that I'm totally tapping out.
Oh yeah.
The arena.
I don't know if that's possible as a small business owner to totally tap out, No. I don't even think it's an option, but I don't know. Maybe somebody out there who's listening, if you throw it in the comments, I'd love to know. Is it an option? Are you totally tapping out and closing shop for the holidays?
How do you do it? How do you do it is what I want to know, because I would like to figure that out. That might be a question for, I just joined, I just got my very first business coach, and I love her so much already. But I'm going to ask her that question, like, how do we set ourselves up for holiday? That's going to be I think we're going to go into that today when we do a thing with her. Anyway, I digress. Let's move on.
Okay.
We want to do.
Yeah, absolutely. It's got to be a cheers for the last year, honoring StreamYard, our fantastic streamer.
I love them. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Oh man, that's 92 coffee cup selfies, Anna.
Yes, it is. And I didn't even put our thing up. We need to do it one more time. Hold on. This is today.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. That's much better.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. Let's move into what we want to talk about today. So it's the very first show. It's what started this whole dang
thing. Oh my gosh.
Okay, the reason why I want to talk about this is, again, and some of you may have heard it, some of you may not, and this is the first time, so this is why I want to bring it up. Sometimes you don't plan on doing a show that goes 92 episodes in, and this legit was just me first saying on my social media content planner for myself, do a Facebook Live, and I was like, Anna, will you be a guest? I don't know if I want to do it by myself. And she is always game. Okay, let's do it. And then I went more than just, let's have you join me on Facebook. It was, hey, come into this StreamYard and let's make it more fancy. And she's like, fine. And now here we are.
Yeah, that first episode was Selena asking me questions as the host of her own show. And then before you knew it, it turned into, hey, we should do this together and we should invite all of the hundreds of amazing entrepreneurs and small business owners that we know, or even big business owners, all
Yeah.
of these amazing people that we know to provide a practical tip for the people who might be interested in watching this show.
Mhm.
And of course, 15-ish minute coffee chat is a little tongue in cheek because we have a hard time keeping it to 15-ish minutes.
I will say though, it was actually 15-minute coffee chat because I was like, oh, that's all it needs to be. You know what I mean? It's just me talking to one person. I can do this. And yeah, like Anna said, as we grew, the ish came into play because it is never 15 minutes. Maybe today's show will be 15. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, Anna's gonna drop in the chat or comments like go ahead and listen to our very first show. We're going to drop the YouTube link and we're going to show you or grab the podcast episode that you can listen to. The podcast episode is it takes you to where we host it, which is Anchor FM, and you can kind of just choose what is your preferred podcast platform to listen to our show. But yeah, this is the first show, guys, and I can't even tell you what year this was. I mean, was this 2 years ago? 2 and a half?
I think it was at least 2.5 years
Right?
ago.
That's
I think.
wild. So I guess, here's the takeaway, like, just do it. Like, go get it, find it. Yeah, pretty sure you busted the 1 hour mark. Shh, don't say anything, John.
Right?
Yeah. Um, okay, and then the next thing, I want to kind of bring up that's like an Anna and Selena thing is for 2 years in a row, Anna and I have done this 30-day challenge in April where you post a video every day. And we have like, I don't know, we love doing it, and those are actually well under an hour, John. If you no, and they're like maybe 5 to 15 minutes. They're little tips, they're little tricks, they're little like, hey, like anything you need to do in business, you might actually find in the 30 videos that we have posted in the last 2 years. So we're also going to drop that playlist from YouTube in the chat so you can kind of like pop over if you want to. If you're
Yeah.
listening to this on the podcast, we will have all the links in the podcast for you guys to listen to.
Definitely. So one of the things I loved most about our Veda challenge is that it allowed us to kind of talk about the things that we love doing the most. We talk about social media, we talk about copywriting, we talk about website design. That's where our expertise lies. Where with the 15-ish minute coffee chat, it's not about our expertise; it's allowing someone else to share their expertise.
Yeah.
And so between the two, I feel like we've really been able to like put our voices out there, right? Like
Yeah.
let people hear what we have to say, but also totally understanding and learning from others, which I love.
No, same here. I'm always like, whenever I leave a show that we have with a guest, I'm like, oh, well, that's something new I did not know. So anyway, yes, like Anna said, go grab the link in the chat and find if there's a show that kind of resonates with you.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. On to our first guest episode that we want to chat about.
Miss America. Camille Schreier. She was an amazing guest.
Yeah.
Something I loved about Camille is how down to earth she was. When you think you're going to meet Miss America, I don't know, there's like this thing in your head that you think they're going to be like, right? But she was so down to earth and so practical and so real. And I just really loved, and I love that she agreed to be a guest on our show.
Yeah. No, I mean, like the title says, like more than just a crown. I think and like Anna, we were just kind of blown away that she said yes, but blown away with, she is like a very smart lady. And I know Anna and I love following her, where she gave the crown to the next person that was coming in on, I think it was 2022, because she held the crown for 2 years because of COVID.
Yeah.
Like we got to meet her at an event, and she just was such a great human being. And I think the stigma that some people put on pageant queens, man, you'll miss out if you don't allow yourself to kind of learn more about who these people are.
Yeah. The
So,
person behind, yeah, more than just the crown. Exactly.
yeah.
The other thing I think we wanted to really pull out with this is for anyone that's watching, if you want to do something, meet someone, network with someone, connect with someone, if you don't do the ask, it will never happen.
Yes.
Now, we have to give kudos here to my spouse, John Larson,
Yeah.
because he was the one that did the ask.
Yeah.
He's our hype guy.
Totally.
No matter where we go, he's asking, "Hey, let's get them on the show. Hey, let's get them on the show."
Yeah. But the event that we had, he talked with her person and came, and Anna and I was like, "What? What?" And I was like, "Oh." But I mean, I think when you have somebody like John that wants to hype you up and believes in your show like that and knows like, hey, that they'll have a great time. I mean, we had a public figure on our
Yeah.
show. Like, me and Anna in small little town Texas. You know what I mean? So, and she was gracious. So we're gonna throw in the two. I know you totally are our hype man, John. I hope you never leave us ever. We're gonna drop the links for the episodes either on YouTube or on Anchor, so you can kind of just like take a listen, watch the show, see how we were, see how she is. I mean, she was in her room with her college like banners back behind her, and we chatted about just like the business of being Miss America.
Mhm.
And I don't know, it was refreshing, and it was really nice to kind of like have that kind of a conversation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna bring this back though to um when Anna and I went to watch Tiffany the concert, and I brought this up actually with my business coach, is just like we wanted to invite her on our show. And I was so scared of the rejection. I shoved my business card to Anna and our friend Annette, and I walked away and hid behind the door.
Guess what Tiffany said? She said, "Do you have a business card? I'd love to give it to my manager and she'll reach out."
Yeah.
So who knows? Maybe in 2023 we will have Tiffany on our show. You never know,
Right.
right?
Yeah. And if you're like Tiffany and we're like, oh, Tiffany, the 80s, like teen rock star that was like in every teen magazine. Anna has some of them wrapped up in cellophane still in her garage. But I think about the moment of being scared, but I think thank God I was with Anna, because she was like, I got it. I mean, I'll do it, and I think my message is surround yourself with people that will help elevate you and like put you in the places you want to be. If you can't physically do it yourself,
Yeah.
I mean, you should learn to do it yourself, and that's what I'm working on. But having a wonderful friend like Anna, um be like, yeah, I got it. I don't care. Yeah, I know. I just want you to know how much I love you. I know you all are like, oh my God, is this going to be an Anna and Selena love fest today?
It's
Yes,
really not.
guys. It
It's
is.
not. But
Yeah.
surround yourself with people that support you. That's the
Yeah.
message, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. All right, Camille. Thanks for being on our show. We loved you. Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Okay. So our next guest, we had so much fun with her, and she came in from Israel, right? Isn't that
Yeah,
where
she
she was
was in
lunching?
Israel. Yes, in
And
Israel.
um we talked about creating an email strategy with her, and it was just, I don't know, she was just so fun.
Yes.
And I know you're like, Selena, what does that mean in a business sense? Like, I think her right, Anna, you say why you loved this show so much.
Here's the thing. So I learned a lot from Abby, and I work with email all the time. I'm a copywriter,
Mhm.
and I learned from Abby, and I loved that I learned from her. She
Yeah.
came in with an actual strategy. She shared it with our guests. She
Yeah.
didn't hold back. It wasn't like you can only learn the last 13 steps if you take my $9,000 course, right? She
Right.
does have additional workshops that you can go and you can support her small business through, but she was willing to share such good nuggets of information about building an email strategy. And so one of the things I wanted to just point out about some of our past guests is how much I personally have learned from them.
Yeah.
And I know that if you're looking for something on email strategy, we've got it right here. Abby gave it to us.
Yeah.
And she gave us some really awesome information.
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely. And you know what's funny is she even had given me like an email inbox tip of
Yeah.
how to organize. And I think she just helped me get to that next part of like, okay, I think I'm gonna follow that so I don't get like inbox fatigue, you know? So
Yeah.
yeah, she was fantastic. And again, Anna is gonna throw, hi Andrea. Oh my God,
Yeah.
you are a phenomenal guest, and it's crazy. Um,
Right. Yeah,
so
we only picked 5 for today because otherwise it'd be like the 2 15-hour coffee chat because we'd have to go through 92 different
we were,
episodes.
we were like this. What about? Yeah. Oh no. What about? And we're like, oh, this list is very long. Okay, let's
It
just
is very
the first 5 we say is just what we're gonna go with, and if we continue to,
Yes, exactly. But
uh,
I dropped Abby's email strategy link down in the comments. So if you're interested in learning more about email strategy, you can go drop in and check out that YouTube show that where Abby gives them.
yep, totally. Okay, the next guest that we loved having on.
Oh, be still my heart, right? So, okay, I'm going to introduce her. Tara Collinson is my mentor, right? So she agreed to mentor me through the ACP American Corporate Partnerships Mentoring Program that they offer to military spouses. And I originally went into this because I had about 7,000 different things I was trying to do through my business. I was really having a hard time kind of just narrowing it. Actually, I didn't even know that I needed to narrow it down. I just knew that I was going a million different directions and it wasn't working well for me. I mean, I was making money, I was doing what I needed to do, but me personally, I was not feeling that fulfillment as a small business owner that I needed. So I signed up for this mentorship. They paired me with Tara Collison, and I I can't say enough about how amazing this woman was for me personally as my mentor. And then my business. And she shared like proprietary things. She's like, this is what I use. I'm just going to give you a clean spreadsheet and ship it to you. And she gave me tips. Selena and I adopted a couple of her time management practices that she provided to me. And we've been using them for over a year now. And it's made a huge difference in our organizational strategies.
Oh yeah.
But then she's fascinating. She's like this bender, that just knows.
Hey,
She
the
gets the
Bach Jedi.
mind of the leader, the mind of the person, the team, and she's able to just really help, like, I guess, help you understand your ideal client, the way your team is working, the way your organization is structured. She's just really good at it. She's fascinating.
No,
Just
yeah,
a fascinating
no,
person.
and I think, like her saying, if you understand a little bit about their behavior, will make you a better business person because you can market to them better, you can assist them better, you can give them what will make them happy and come back. Like, you know what I mean? It was just all those like, oh, and just to caveat, I did benefit from Anna's mentorship with Tara because after every session, Anna called me and we went over all the things, and she's like, this is what she said and this is what we should do. And so yeah, we were stoked that she wanted to come on and just be part of our show. And I was like, oh, I get to finally meet you. I feel like I know you, but I don't know you.
So one of the things I also loved about Tara is that she was very open to learning, in taking in as much as she was for giving out during the mentorship. And so, I mean, one of the things that I love most is she did her first live with us,
Yeah.
which she was not ever wanting to do ever in her business life, but she also implemented a live strategy as part of her own business, which is a huge step for her. And it was, she said it was because I pushed her, that I made her believe that she could actually do it. And I loved it that she was willing to take advice from her mentee. I don't know if I called advice as much as just, you should do this, you should do this, you'd be so good at this, you have so much wisdom to impart.
Yeah.
But so for me, this is all about that give and take, partnership, networking, and connecting with
Yeah.
people that aren't even necessarily in the same industry with you, but can benefit you and that you can benefit them.
Oh, for sure. Gosh, you saying that, Anna. We've had actually a bunch of guests, that they're being their first time ever going live with
Yes.
us. And I love to say that they've all said it was such a great experience. They're so glad they did it. So if you are looking, just let us know. We're all in.
Yeah, right. If you
Um,
need that first live experience, we're here for you.
Yeah. So, if you're interested in neuroscience and business, Anna's going to go drop the links to the YouTube and the podcast for you to take a listen to. Um, I'm going to kind of move in, and any last words on this wonderful mentor that before we move on? No.
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Okay. So, I want to introduce like a Hawaii lady that I'm a Hawaii girl and I love it. And this is Anna loved this episode. So did I. I mean, I love every episode, but Anna was like, effective leadership lessons from small business expert Jen Kaeo. I 100%, I was actually in Hawaii the time that we had this episode. And I think it was just like really good to hear kind of the things you should or can do in your own business, right? To be an effective leader, whether it's for a team or just for yourself, right? But you need to be a leader for your business. And I really loved what she shared with us on the show.
Yeah.
What was impactful for you, Anna, about Jan's episode?
Well, she gave us, I think it was 4 different tips. And I just remembered her talking about the difference between leading and being a boss, and the difference between when you have a team and working within that team, and create, just that whole, it was basically all the different aspects of what being a leader means. And even as a solopreneur, you are still a leader. You are leading yourself, first of all, because you are your own employee. If
Yeah.
you have contract workers, you're leading them, but also your business, your strategy. I mean, all of that falls on your shoulders. So as a small business owner, we might think leadership's not that important, right? It's just
Right.
me and one other person, or me and 2 other people, or just me.
Mhm.
But it really is. And those leadership lessons that Jan gave us really apply across the board to every type of business. It doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are. It is applicable, because the better leader you are, the better your business is going to run. The more your clients will appreciate your style of business. I mean, it infuses into everything. And I think that's one of the things I learned most from what Jan was saying and loved most. That I was like my big takeaway, right?
Yeah.
Leadership, it doesn't matter how big your company is, you still need to be an amazing leader.
Yes. If you only do 100 sales a year, make it a good experience for yourself.
Yes.
Be effective. I well said, Anna. Well
Yeah.
said. You know, um,
So I dropped the podcast link for Jan. So the next time you're on your next little walk, or taking a little road trip, pop that podcast on and just listen to the 4 different things that she talks about. She's super smart.
Yeah.
Super smart.
You're so funny. Okay, I'm gonna head on to kind of the last episode we're talking about. Go ahead, Anna.
All right. So Becky Daniels came on and talked about challenges that small business owners face. And I loved first of all, Becky made it super easy for us, because she literally wrote out basically our entire show on her intake form. She's like, here's the 4 things I can talk about. These are the 4 challenges that small business owners take. And here's what I'm going to say about them. And I was like, wow, she made this really easy for us. We didn't even have to come up with the questions, essentially. But what I loved about Becky's show is that she really helped identify like things that we need to be prepared for as a small business owner, and I'm not going to give away all the 4, right? Like, you got to go and listen to the episode. So I will drop that link in there. But it's all about preparation and setting yourself up for success, and not being reactionary, but the opposite of that, I guess, which is preparedness, right? So setting yourself up for success, knowing that these challenges are coming, because they will come, and you're not always going to be successful, and there are things that you're going to fail at. But That's what I loved about Becky's show, is because it was really just talking a lot about making sure that you've set yourself up to succeed, even if you have a failure or two that that
Yeah.
happens in your path.
Yeah. No, so true. And I just enjoyed it. I don't know. I love just when we get to connect with new people. And
Hmm.
we had jokes. She's up in the Tennessee area, and she's like, I'm in, and we had just gone to Gatlinburg, and so we were chit chatting about things. And I don't know. I love when you can open yourself to meeting new people and new experiences. And yeah, I love this show. I just think she gave, like Anna said, she literally wrote our show, because we do a lot of prep work. So um, when guests come on, they have a little intake form, so Anna and I can do a little research, so we can kind of tailor questions that we know will make sense to anyone watching or listening. And um, Becky had it in a way that we were like, why do we need to rewrite? So it's right there.
Yeah.
So we worked smarter and not harder that day, right?
We absolutely did.
Yeah,
And Becky is a fascinating person. She's a lot of fun. She's on LinkedIn. She's quite prolific on LinkedIn. So if you haven't connected with her on LinkedIn yet, get
please.
on over to LinkedIn and look up Becky Daniels, and connect with her, because she's pretty darn amazing.
Yeah, no, for sure. Well, that is some of our favorite things,
Yes.
favorite shows.
Favorite shows. So next we just want to do a really brief what's next for Anna and Selena. Look, I'm even going to put the ticker on.
Yeah.
What's next
Woo,
for Anna and Selena?
yeah. What is next for us, Anna? What are
That's a really good question.
what are we
Well,
doing?
first of all, if you have not been to our website, we want you to go visit our website,
Yeah,
annaandselena.com. And I'm going to drop that link in there. But go to our website, because what we've started doing just this last season, and eventually we'll catch up to all the seasons, but all of our guest information, the links, how to find them, how to connect with them, information on the show, a link to the YouTube version of the show. It's all in a blog on our website. We also have some other free resources that we throw out there. And then, of course, if you're looking for a website design and build, copy and design, then we are your go-to team, right?
for
That's what
sure.
we do together. I mean, we also do it separately.
Yeah. No, Anna and I, yeah, it's funny. Anna and I had this conversation the other day, right? We have individual businesses, and we have our joint projects that we work on. And I think a lot of people assume Anna and I do everything together. So when they see us separately, they're like, where's Anna? Where's Selena? Oh, she's not on this one, but don't worry. She'll know about it, hear about it, whatever. You know what I mean? So, yeah, anyway, go to our website. I just really, really love being with Anna in any way. And I think, I was telling her I found an old video of us from 3 years ago in her old house, and we were gonna be like a military mom YouTube channel, and our conversation was hysterical. And I was just like, who are we? I kept saying a camera should follow both of us. I think we're so hysterical. Anyway, yeah, well, so we're going to take a break for November and December. And because I think we want to really enjoy the holidays with our families, kind of, get Q4 tidied up, wrapped up in a bow, and served to 2022, so we can go over into 2023. We want to do a little like reformatting of the show a little bit, like, polish it up, give it a 2023 vibe.
Yeah.
Thanks, John.
Yeah.
There he is. There's our hype guy, guys. You
So,
know?
throwing out our comments. I love it.
So I know we're going to probably share it on LinkedIn, kind of like another, like, hey, we're searching for guests for seasons 10 and 11, so we can kind of prepare ourselves. And we'd love for you to be a part of that experience. If you think you have a topic that would be great, as I love to call it, like the water cooler chat, like, where you talk about the boss, but you don't talk about the boss, that
Yeah.
could be business, right? So
Yeah,
um,
whatever your area of expertise
yeah,
is, we'd love it if you wanted to just drop your intake form in, and we can go ahead and then plan out
yeah,
another amazing season 10,
yeah,
starting at the beginning of the year.
yeah. So sips water. Thank you so much, guys, for being part of our lives for 9 seasons. I feel
Mhm.
like I'm a Kardashian where I'm just like 9 seasons. I can sit down on that. But just thanks for being part of the show and kind of continuing to listen to us so that we can continue to do what we love, which
Yeah.
is yickety yakketing on the internet. So,
On the interwebs.
yes, all right.
So, okay, so we always love to end our show with how you can find us and what you can do and how we can connect. So, AnnandSelena.com, that's our website. Head on over there, go spend some time, look around. Um, LinkedIn is our main connecting site, professional connecting site. That is where Selena and I spend the majority of our time as far as networking and connecting. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram through our individual businesses. And as always, we download every episode into a podcast platform. So your favorite podcast platform, just give the 15-ish minute coffee chat a search, and you
Yeah.
will be able to find it and listen. Please hit subscribe on YouTube and your podcast channels. Just hit that subscribe link, and then you'll always know when a new episode drops.
Yay. All right, friend. Love you. See you in
All
January.
right, so thank you for joining our show today.
Yes.
We kept it to 31 minutes.
John, that's less than what you thought, I bet. All right, guys. Aloha.
Ciao, ciao.